Good afternoon folks, and welcome to another review video. Today we're on the east coast of Africa in Mozambique actually, and we're looking at a new scenery just appeared on Sim Market just a couple of days ago, which really kind of took my fancy because the airport itself development looks great. So this is Vilankulo in Mozambique on the east coast of Africa, and the scenery is by somebody called VirtualAirlinePilot, that's spelled C-A-E-L-U-S, VirtualAirlinePilot. Download is 334 megs and it installs at 1.64 gigs, so it seems to be quite extensive. It's available from Sim Market now, priced at €12.48, which equates to $14.44 US or £10.60 UK. That includes tax. And bear in mind the tax may vary according to the country you live and where you purchase this from. So, beautiful little airport. It does handle international flights, 4 or 5 destinations in Mozambique and in Africa generally. The runway's reasonably short, it's just under 5,000 feet, but we'll go over that in a minute. But the scenery is really nice, and I thought we'd have a look and review it. So first of all, some history. Okay, Vilankulo, or Vilankulos, is a coastal town in Mozambique, lying in the Vilankulos district of Mozambique province. The town's named after local tribal chief, Gamela Vilankulo Mukoka, and some of the suburbs are named after his sons. Known as Vilankulos during colonial times, the name was changed to Vilankulo when Mozambique gained independence. Today the district is called Vilankulos and the town is Vilankulo. Vilankulo has been growing extensively over the last decade and has received considerable investment into its tourism and infrastructure. The town is the gateway to the Bazaruto Island archipelago. Dhows and helicopter travel between Vilankulo and the island archipelago can happen regularly on a daily basis. The airport is located on the east side of the town, with flights arriving and departing daily. So you've got the town is over here in the distance. International Airport of Vilankulo operates daily flights to several regional destinations including Johannesburg and Maputo, and is owned and operated by the Mozambique Airports Company. The airport sits on Central Africa time, which is UTC +2 or GMT +2. In 2009, a Chinese construction corporation began construction work on the airport with an estimated cost of over $9 million to refurbish, expand and modernise it. The new terminal building was inaugurated on the 13th of April 2011 by Mozambique President Armando Guebuza. The modern air-conditioned international airport now makes it possible for larger aircraft to access the airport and facilities. And I did manage to land that Mozambique Airbus A320 on the runway and stop reasonably well. Since the expansion of the passenger terminal, it's now got a capacity over 200,000 passengers, up from its previous 75,000 capacity. Airlinks Airlines and Mozambique Airlines use the airport. Flight services include Inhambane, Beira, Maputo, Nelspruit and Johannesburg. Passenger figures, well, we've got passenger and freight figures that were reasonably difficult to come by. 2016 figures, the whole country had 1.9 million passengers, and the whole country had something like just over 12,000 metric tons of freight. Now these are figures for 2016 for the whole country. I couldn't get them for the individual airport itself. Okay, runways. Vilankulo has 2 asphalt runways. Runway 1735 is the longest at 4,823 feet or 1,439 meters. Runway 1028 is the shorter runway at 2,461 feet or 734 meters. They are both asphalt. Note that the high intensity runway lights for runway 1735 for some reason are not included in the scenery. The runways have high intensity runway lighting system which allow you to see the runway defined in the dark, and they have high intensity airfield lighting system. But as far as I can see, there are no approach lights, no PAPIs or other navigation aids, and no navigation aids on or over the airport. So there's a brief history. This is quite an important little airport, even though it's fairly small. So let's get down close up and have a look at this scenery, because I think it's quite cute actually. I'm very impressed with it. So we start by a little run across the apron here. Just wanted you to see they've got done some beautiful work on the concrete, and the whole ambience again looks really good. I've tried to load this without getting any random aircraft in the way. Got rid of the Airbus, but we've got this one. So anyway, it's just a chance for you to have a look. They've done some lovely work here. Figures, bits and pieces, look, workmen there. And if we just go back the other way again, the fence line, the detail is very impressive. There's the fire station on the right. So let's have a slow pan across the airside part of the building. As you can see, the attention to detail in the scenery is wonderful. The grid mob working here. Concrete, the front of the glass building. I've looked at photographs of this airport, and this is pretty much exactly as it should be. We'll do some close-up shots because the inside of the terminal has been developed as well. But it looks lovely. A guy sort of doing the windows there, baggage truck. The grass and foliage is excellent. And as you can see, the buildings nearby, the trees, it's really, really nice. Very, very nicely done. It all just sits really well in this little location. And as you can see from this shot, you've got the two runways there. You can see the lighting on the main runway, and the taxiway centre lines in yellow, parking spaces are all well defined, very nicely done. So let's go have a close-up look at this building. So here's the first shot. Here you can see the guy tending to the plants and things, and another chap cleaning the windows. And again, through there you can see the baggage reclaim hall. We've got people there. So we'll have a look at that in a minute. So looking through the glass from airside, there's the baggage reclaim hall and people in there. And if we go inside the building, here you can see the baggage being reclaimed, and you can see the airline representative and the desks here. A really nice mirrored effect up here on the roof. It's done an amazing little job here. And there you can see through the glass to the outside. And another little shot looking to the other side there. So as you can see, we're looking at the arrival side. There's the door. Just a couple more interior shots for you. And the door showing you going out to departures. I love the plant life, and you can see the handles here on the doors have been done, and the garbage bins. Just some really nice touches. There's an X-ray machine where the baggages get screened. So now some shots inside the building, which is really, really well done. So ground floor level. Little restaurant come canteen there. All of the signs are really crisp and clear. The lettering is excellent. I like the reflective floor surface, just as you find it in many terminals. Very nice indeed. Detail, the attention to detail inside the terminal is wonderful. So here's the check-in point, and it looks like they have security X-ray equipment actually built into the check-in system, which is interesting. And just a wide shot there showing you the inside of the terminal generally. So looking to landside, let's go out and have a look at landside. So there's a shot showing landside outside the terminal. Love the way the concrete and the tiling has been done. Just really nice. And looking into the building, as you can see, everything is shown through the clear glass. Car model is really good. Have a look inside, looking back towards the way we came. You see the reflections on the roof. And more seating area on the other side of the terminal. And just another view of it there. So just coming outside, you can see the landside part of the terminal there, got a few cars parked. So there are your rental cars. And there you've got a tour bus sitting in front of the terminal, either dropping off passengers to go or waiting to pick some up. And we've got another, it looks like a gas or oil plant there. And another building, which is the back of the fire station, and you've got a marshalling vehicle there. And again, what I like is just the clear and crispness of the signage. This sign here, no unauthorized entry, you can see how clear it is. It's not blurred in any way. It's really good. I really like developers who do this. I'm just looking at the two fire trucks from landside. And a quick look at the fire station with the two trucks from airside. And there's another gas plant area there with a couple of tractors. Just another view across the airport. And another view across the terminal from airside looking landside. So there's an overview of the terminal and the parking area. As you can see, the place is really well detailed. They've done a lovely job on the airport and the environment. And the actual greater environment that you're looking at, we've got the coastline there in the distance. This might be really worth exploring. And if you go up here, you've got the archipelago with at least one airport on it, I think, worth looking at. So you can take a helicopter or light aircraft up and have a look at this coastline in detail, and it'd be really nice. So, a beautiful airport, looks really lovely in the daytime, and the attention to detail is wonderful. So let's have a look now at dusk, see what it looks like, see what the lighting is like. Okay, 20 to 6 in the evening, local time, and you can see the sun's going down pretty much, and the lighting is beginning to come on at the airport. From this vantage point, it looks really lovely. As you can see, the runways are lit, but no centerline lighting. And just looking up runway 35 there, you can see there are the runway is nicely lit, but the centerline, there is no centerline lighting. You've got the runway defined, and be aware there are no vase-eyes or pappies either side of the runway at either ends. Runway 17 is the same. You've got the end identifier lights here and the lighting of the side of the runway, but nothing much else. Now looking at runway 10, looking to the east, as you can see, exactly the same. End identifiers, but that's it. And there's a view of runway 28. Remember, this is the shorter runway. Again, the runways are defined, the lighting is okay, but you have no precision approach path indicators, no visual guidance. The charts say that there are RNAV approaches available here. You have RNAV approaches to runway 17 and 35. So 28 and 10, the shorter runways, really only going to be a sort of a daylight only visual landing. But beautiful evening, very nice, lighting is lovely. Let's have a look at the terminal close up. As you can see, the lighting is very, very nice. The inside of the building is lit there. The lighting poles, again, you have this great situation where the light that's coming down actually lights the area below the light pole itself. No spurious lighting that's been added to make it look nice but has no source. So really good. Little bit dark in there, it'll be interesting to see what it's like inside when we turn right the way down tonight. Again, very nice, subtle lighting. And looking inside at the check-in area, you can see the lighting's fine. Excellent, no problems there. And looking outside on the landside area. Very nice indeed. It's very impressive. It looks like a beautiful little airport. Very, very nice. Very impressive. Okay, so let's go into the dead of night and see what the lighting does, if anything. Okay, 8 PM local time, and as you can see, pitch black out there. But the terminal environment is very, very nicely lit. So the ramp area, as you can see, is just about sort of adequately lit, but it would be pretty hard to find your way around here. You're going to have to rely on your aircraft nose gear lighting to spot the yellow lines, because there's no centerline lighting to help you taxi in. So just looking at the runway from the ramp there, you can see the runway is defined by the edge lights, and the runway end identifier lights you can see there in red, but you can't see the taxiway that comes off it. So it's going to either need a marshal for any night flights, but also bear in mind you've only got the RMP approaches for night time if you ever want to come here in the darkness. That said, you can look at the terminal, the ramp area there. I mean, it looks beautiful. Looks really nice. We need to get in close and see if there's been any change to the inside of the terminal. Parts of it were a little bit dark during dusk. Let's get down and see if there's anything changed. Right, just looking at that through the glass again, it looks pretty much the same as it did at dusk. I've got a feeling that it's going to be the glass that's done it. So let's go inside. There we are, much brighter, although parts of it are dark over at the far end there. But again, really nice. You can see everything, looks good. It's really impressive. Lovely little job's been done here. Just looking at landside, there's the bus. You can see the lighting inside the building. And again, the lighting is adequate at night time, perfectly okay. We've got a little newsagent bookstore in there, which I didn't see the first time, as you can see. Magazines, bits and pieces. The detail is just stunning. These developers are good. I can't wait to see them do something bigger. There's a car rental agency. And looking at the car rental agency from the other side with the lights on. And again, you've got these light stanchions that illuminate the area directly under the light, which is great. No spurious light. And one thing I haven't seen in this scenery actually is any of these little floating globes. Let's go up a little bit and see if we can see any. So there we are. There's an overview of the airport looking towards the west from landside to airside. All the lighting looks really nicely done. I can't see any of those little spurious globes that you sometimes see at many of the airports. So hats off to these guys for working on their own lighting and making it look so good. I kind of thought that the sign might be lit up, but actually I couldn't find any dark photographs from the internet to see what that sign looks like at night in the real world. But we'll give them that, no problem at all. So let's have a look at what this looks like at dawn. We'll bring the lighting up to maybe just past dawn as the sun's rising. So there you go, 5:30 in the morning, and the sun's coming out over the ocean there, and doesn't it look beautiful? Really does look lovely. Let's bring the sun up a little bit more. So there we are, 7:30 in the morning, and the sun is nicely up now, and you can still see the shadows. We've got a couple of animated people. And here, of course, during the daylight you can see the runway exits here. Taxiway is quite nicely defined. No lighting at night, so it could be fun trying to land here during the darkness hours. So since the new terminal was built, there are some ramp details that seem to be missing from the scenery, and I can't find anything to show taxiway signage. No photos at all available, so I don't know if they're missing. And a last look from landside at the building. I love the way the building is designed. Obviously when they spent a lot of money, that Chinese company, rebuilding the infrastructure on this airport and making it look the way it does. But hats off to the developer for creating such a beautiful little project. I don't know, maybe Maputo next, which is one of their major airports. Go and develop Maputo with the same style and panache that he's done here, and wow, that would be a project. So the only thing missing from this scenery is the high intensity runway lighting system, the big approach lights that are missing from runway 17 approach. Maybe an update for a future version of the scenery, that would be nice. So there you are, folks. Hope you enjoyed that. That's Fqvl Airport in Mozambique, on the Mozambique east coast. Beautiful little airport. Scenery is designed by a person or an organisation called VirtualAirlinePilot. Downloads at 334 megs and installs at 1.64 gigabytes. The price, purchased from Sim Market, it's €12.48, which equates to $14.44 US, or £10.60 UK. Bear in mind that includes tax, and the tax may vary according to your country where you make the purchase. Beautiful little airport. Be aware they only have RNAV approaches. Could be really fun trying to come in here at night or during the dusk hours, because there are no visual aids and no navigational aids on the airport. But other than that, what a beautiful little scenery. Do I like it? Yeah, I do. And once again, I bought this, I wasn't sent it, and I've not been persuaded by the developer. Comments of my own. I love it. Can't wait to fly into here. We're going to get Air Mozambique and probably have another flight. Maybe from Mauritius would be fun, and see how that goes. So thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed this little review, and it's really great to see these fairly little known developers taking on little projects like this and doing such a wonderful job. Let's see more for Africa, more for Mozambique, or at least five major airports in Mozambique. And yeah, absolutely wonderful. So thanks again. This is Lee. Thank you for watching Virtual Airline Pilot. I will see you in the next video. Have a great weekend. Bye for now.